Hey, what up, y'all? It's Victory of Love back up in here, man. And I'm here to tell you guys about my new poem. And it's about transmutation, all about how to transmute energy that you feel throughout the day, that you carry around, into a different source of energy. So let's get into it, shall we? Poem goes like this. How to transmute how to transmute. Energetically, my world lost against swirls, but on my path I focus on one line till I'm slowly in a twirl, and I get on my train. I get my train on my track, but before that, I get my engine running by doing my daily tunings. Tune into what feeds my soul, what reminds me I'm always whole, brings out my soul, forgives the old, opens doors for others to aboard. All aboard! Next station, transform, transmutation. Arrive to my destination where my energy gets used for creation and becomes innovation for my inspiration. In the end, I repeat this cycle like it's motivation. So, that whole poem is about how to transmute energy that you feel throughout the day into something more positive. The best way I can describe how to do that is by listening to what you're feeling throughout the day, what emotions you feel. Sometimes we feel anger, sometimes we feel hatred, sometimes we feel sexual, sometimes we feel happy. And all these are just feelings. And I feel like a lot of these things can be manipulated. For example, you wake up in the morning, you have your daily routine. That's why I say a daily routine, tunings. You tune into something when you focus on it. So, what are you focusing on when you wake up? What thoughts are you thinking about? How are you going about your day when you start it? Are you tuning into a frequency you like, or is it a frequency of thought patterns that you do not like? You gotta choose which one you wanna go at, right? So, the best way to transmute energy is by changing your thought pattern. That's the key, changing your thought pattern. Now, there's methods to change your thought pattern. There's methods to change your frequency. The most efficient way I found is to meditate or focus on a task. For example, cleaning your bed, brushing your teeth, watching a video, or like reading a book, just being in tune with what's going on in that one action. Because when you're tuning into whatever flow of state of mind you're going with, thought patterns start to erase from that type of mind state. Whatever mind state you had before, it becomes vanished because you're no longer thinking about that when you focus on that one object or task at hand. And I feel like meditation is very powerful for this because it makes us, not only does it center our mind, but it also brings us clarity and makes us think about what we're thinking about. Like, it's going to be able to show us what we're thinking currently. And same thing with reading a book or making your bed in the morning, or like whenever, like whatever you do when you wake up. Just make sure that those things are going to be something that makes you focused on thoughts that are good. Now, what about through the middle of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta find out what feeds your soul. And what I mean by that is what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel grateful, what makes you feel motivated, what makes you want to live, and what's something that that drives your force. A lot of people it's their job. A lot of people it's taking care of their family. A lot of people it's what I'm saying, making music, making. A lot of people it's playing the guitar. A lot of people it's whatever it is that is making you feel alive. Focus on those things, because whatever energy you feel through the day, let's say it's anger, or let's say it's sadness, you want to be able to transmute that negativity into something positive. And I don't like to say it's negative because there's no such thing as negative or positive. There's no such thing good as bad. Like, when I say negative, I don't mean it in a bad way. Like, I don't believe there's anything called bad or good. It's just negative or positive. So you can take the negative energy and transmute it into positive. You can use it by just shifting focus. So when we have urges, anger, issues, sadness, even, we can use that as a catalyst to devote onto something else. Like I do this with writing. When I feel sad, or when I feel angry, or when I feel passion, or when I feel motivated to do something, I'll write it down, or I'll turn it into a beat, or turn it into a song, or I'll paint, or I'll play the guitar, or I'll learn a new song, or I'll watch a spiritual video, whatever makes my mind, at the time feel more stimulated and curious about. That's what I'll focus on. So you got to figure out what's the thing in your life that's making you motivated to work, to want to do something. What is passionately driving you forward? That is what's going to transmute the negativity into something else. You got to think about what's going to bring up that kundalini energy and pull it out and push it out into the universe. For me, it's always been something creative. It's always been something where I can release in some way. It goes hand in hand. Releasing and transmutation, it's alchemy, right? It's changing a negative pattern into a positive pattern. It's changing nothing into something, right? It's making something that you don't have into something you do have. So it's like it's turning lack into abundance. It's like it's turning sadness into gold mine. It's turning anger into passion, into motivation, into drive. These emotions, you're allowed to feel them, but it's about transmuting that energy into something powerful that people can then receive, because you want to be the creator of your universe. And these emotions are just catalysms for you to embark on a new journey inside your whole world. And that's how I see emotions, and that's how I see transmutation. And meditation is a very powerful way for you to actually catalyst that even better, because when you have clarity, you can then see what that path that you're going through. Because a lot of people, what happens is, a lot of people like normal people who don't have the time to meditate, or don't put it in their routine, or don't have a solid routine. What do? You feel these energies, you get overwhelmed, and then you drown in them. You sit in them instead of releasing them, letting them feel it, like let it be felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel emotions, but don't let that emotion conquer you. Don't let that feed into it. Don't feed into it. Don't keep on feeding into it. It's okay to feel emotions from the past. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to feel trauma. It's okay. And I feel like when you release it onto something, you're actually disassociating it from yourself, because you realize this is such an insignificant part of me. It's not who I am, truly, because right now I can decide to do something different. That's why I always say the trauma in the past doesn't make you who you are now. It's the person who you are right now that makes you who you are right now. So do not become a victim, become a warrior, become somebody who can strive for the best. And I feel like motivation and transmutation go hand in hand, because once you have something that drives you, you can then transmute any energy you receive from that, even if it's hate from somebody, even if it's whatever. You can find that inner peace, or you can find a way to transmute that energy, because energy is boundless. You can use anything with it. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching. Victory of love. And I'm signing out. Peace.